name is Naya Crowder, Crypto Jeezy. I know he the best in Dallas. You feel me? Y'all better subscribe and tune in.
Then walk off. That's all you gotta do. Let them see. Let them see what they. There we go.
Hey, it's Jen, formerly known as Royalty DFW. I just want to shout out to Crypto Jeezy. Y'all subscribe, like, and follow his page.
Hey, it's your girl Anya Monique, and I'm here to tell you that you need to go and subscribe to Crypto Jeezy.
That's my dog.
We the mind, just like good fellas. Open her like a dresser. Gave her back, I could've kept her.
What's up, y'all? It's First Lady Peachy Blanco, and I am back with another episode of Peach Talk. What's up, Danielle? Shout out to the hottest promoter on YouTube. Microphone check. Can you hear me, Danielle? I don't see my bubble light up, so I just want to make sure you can hear me loud and clear. But hi, Freaky Friday, y'all. I don't know how your week has been. Mine has been, yeah, a little up and down, but I'm happy we here now. It's Friday, it's the weekend. Okay. Hope y'all had a good time for Juneteenth. Yeah, it's definitely been a vibe. Y'all see the title? Microphone check. Y'all can hear me? Okay, thank you, Danielle. You see the title, Chrisean back on the internet, y'all. The toxicity begins again. Okay, it's about to start. She done took a couple years off of social media, and I think she's seeing the how it has affected her bag. Okay, it's giving she's seeing how it has affected her bag, and she back outside. Okay, even after the face tattoo, even after the cheating or whatever accusations, even after she done posted what he done posted their child's genitals, all the bullshit, okay? The tattoo, everything. She's saying fuck it and she back outside now. I ain't gonna say she's saying it, but it's giving. She's trying to get back in her bag. And I don't blame her. I do not blame her, y'all. Like, I think she's come to the reality as far as the type of attention that she gonna need having a child that needs extra attention, special attention when it comes to whatever disability that he may or may not have. I don't know if she's just come out and said, we've had our speculations, us mothers who have raised children, giving birth, and we know when stuff is off. But you know what? It's given she's trying to get back in her bag. I don't blame her. But I just want to know, y'all think she gonna eventually get rid of that tattoo? What's up, Jess? I mean, I just want to know because she's a beautiful girl. But I just want to know how long is the tattoo of his face going to remain on her face? She got the money, so she can definitely get it, removed. I don't know what type of side effects it would have to her skin pigment, but yeah, Chrisean is back outside, y'all. And I don't blame her. But us, toxic people, sometimes toxic people attract other toxic people. Like, I don't know. What y'all think? Just said I'm rooting for her. I want her to love herself and get rid of the tats and start working out again. No, for real. Just like it's like she loved him more than she loved herself. Like, I don't understand why you would, I ain't gonna say messed up her face, But why would you like? She has a beautiful face, beautiful. Like I don't understand why she would do that to her face. It's like it's giving. Who you trying to convince, us or you? You know what I mean? Straight up, just eating right, getting her mind right. I'm telling you, ladies and gents. Hey, also D, ladies and gents, y'all know how it is when we go through a breakup. I'm telling you, when I done went through a breakup or somebody done fucked me over, when I get back in my on my game, in my bag, y'all. Listen, they always say the best revenge is a better body. Okay, straight up. I'm trying to tell you, you gotta change your focus. You know what I mean? A lot of times we focus so much on things that is not making us better. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do some shit that's gonna make you better. You gotta look in the mirror. You gotta go to sleep at night. I think she better without him, Jess. I do. Like really. Because he like created her fame to a certain extent. And it's given that he's gonna feel like she always owes him. Like what y'all think? It's given that she's gonna feel like he's gonna feel like she always owes him. You know, I don't think it's gonna be genuine. He's always gonna remind her where you came from and don't want to see her go as far as he can throw her. Well, let's be clear, Blueface, your career ain't just you ain't just you know a celebrity. You ain't the number one chart. Just said has she had so much going for herself. She was a track runner and doing good. Yes, and let's also not to mention Bad Girls Club. Let's mention Baddies, where she got her fame from. You know what I'm saying? In addition to being Blueface's girlfriend. She the one look, that's why her sister even relevant. You know, that's why Taseki even where she at. I'm not saying that's the sole reason why she where she at, but you know what I mean. Like she's Chrisean's sister. You already know. Okay, so also D says she's delusional and I hate to say it, but I doubt she'll truly change anytime soon, if at all. I don't know. I thought that having a child would change her mindset. On top of the difficulties and like her having the type of child, it takes a lot of maturity to understand if that your child has a disability, and I don't think she's really come to grasp of that. No, for real, just no more rappers. No more rappers. And these women get with these rappers thinking that they can just change their whole like no. Like, a lot of them use each other for clout. Let's talk about that. A lot of them use each other for clout. And I don't think that Blueface knew that Chrisean was gonna be the people's champ like she is. I don't think he was ready for that. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to Peach Blanco. Y'all make sure you subscribe to Talking with Britt. These are channels. We trying to get the numbers up. Also, D will be coming with her content as well. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to these channels. Tune in 1 p.m. When Crypto Jeezy come back, y'all make sure y'all tune in at 1 p.m. for Crypto Jeezy. Wednesdays and Fridays, your girl First Lady Peachy Blanco will be live with Peach Talk 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that means 6:30 your time. Okay? Y'all, we gonna get back to the title. Chrisean back on the internet. Do y'all think it's a good or a bad idea? The chat is giving like we all on the same page. Like, girl, get in your bag. Fuck that nigga. Yeah, he probably might have got her a little bit of her clout, but girl, after your name was out there, you was a superstar. Okay? But then I think she started using the toxicity of their relationship for monetary gain. I don't just saying. It's given that the face tattoo got a lot. The face tattoo got a lot of publicity. She made a bag off that face tattoo. I'm telling you, because we couldn't believe it. We was talking about banning her from, no, what do they call it? Blacklisting her because she did that. It's like you can't, at this point, you can't even, you can't be mad at her. She doing it to her. You can't be mad at Blueface. She doing it to herself. Jess says she needs good, mature people leading her. Well, she back in the church, so hopefully, Jess says like a serious mentor, for real. But sometimes Jess, she be giving like she do a lot of shit for clout. So I don't know when she really serious or not. And let's talk about the childhood trauma that I don't think her nor the family has truly addressed. And when they did address it, they did it publicly. Okay, how effective is that? When they did address it, they did it publicly. Like what did you think that you was gonna get out of telling your sister that you remember what you did to me when we were 7? Like like I don't know what type of thing, Okay, Big Chapo, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Big Chapo said, I think the church thing is all a stunt. Now, point made. Yes, because she heavy on the church. Okay, they got her in the front of the damn church. Okay, and I think it's all for publicity as well, and I think it's for monetary gain for her and the church. Let's talk about it. Is the church using her for clout? Because that's what it's giving. Big Chapo, that's what it's giving. Jess said, I honestly feel like she has more potential than him. She can be bigger than him. I agree with that. And that's why he keep her on hold. Like, I ain't gonna say he keep her because it's her choice at this point. It's her choice. She's a willing participant. And until she gets over him and the toxicity of their relationship, I'm telling you, so many doors for her is gonna open. How many times have we seen it, y'all? We get out of these toxic relationships, okay? We get out of these toxic relationships, okay? And then we all of a sudden all these doors start opening. All these doors start opening. Straight up. And Jess says she spoke out against her sister's abuse and they shamed her. They shamed her. And I believe her. I believe her. But my thing is just what did she expect to get out of that? Confronting her publicly like that. I don't think that Taseki, if it did really happen, I don't think that she's ever going to. Come on now, she's at the peak of her career. She's getting clout out off of baddies. I don't think that's something she's ever going to really admit. Who gonna just admit that? Like, no, seriously. She freshly in her bag. You think she gonna admit that? Man, I think that girl has trauma. She was only doing to her what they did to her. You got 20 kids in a damn house. Like, come on now. Definitely need serious therapy. Just said, amen. Our whole mindset changes and we start attracting better. Straight up. You got to be careful with the circle of the people around you. Okay? You definitely got to that's why I always say, y'all, make your conversation privileged. Okay? Big Chapo said, it's just so sad that her baby has to face consequences of her actions. No, straight up, because I don't know. Let's talk about it, guys. I can't say for certain she's come to reality that he has a disability. I know it's been up and down, but we know I had a child 3 years ago. So, we know what the cries and I can't say he's doing things that kids would do his age or active or making sounds, and I think, let me tell you, I saw a live she did on IG today. I think she learned a little bit. She stopped putting him in the camera, took him out the camera. Okay? She took him out the camera, y'all. Yeah. She only showed his feet. And see, when you got to control the narrative that way. You keep him out of the spotlight, then, let's chatter. Let's talk. You know what I mean? She's basically saying it's about me. You know what I mean? I'm no longer publicizing my child. Hopefully she learned her lesson. I would definitely keep him off of social media, right, Jess? Most definitely. They are so evil. They are so evil to children. But see, the thing about it is, a lot of people don't feel necessarily sad for the fact that she was drinking while she was pregnant with him. Y'all remember, she wasn't taking the pregnancy seriously. He was stressing her. So much was going on. What do they say about Beyonce's kids, Jess? And Lord have mercy, I just wish people would keep kids out of this. You know what I mean? Keep the kids, what the kids do. Keep them out of it. I'm so sick and tired of that. And I don't know why people think that people about to play about their kids for 1 minute. All you see is it Remy? Remy? See, I don't keep up. You know, they keep, Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, they done mastered to keeping a lot of their shit out of the media. Okay? Out of the media. Y'all, she got to drop a CD for y'all to even feel like she even speaking on her relationship. Okay? They say they have disabilities. Oh, really? The twins? Really? They used to say Blue was ugly and looked exactly like, oh, well, she looked like her daddy. Oh, well, but look how she is, like, she grew into her looks. Let's be very clear. Blue is beautiful. She definitely grew into embracing her father and her mother at the same damn time. Because let's be clear, y'all, those Beyonce tours, she killing it, killing it. Shout out to Blue. Okay? Shout out to Blue. And I can definitely tell that she is not only going to allow her children just to be benefit off of their success, but she also want Blue to be in her own bag. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? She been getting out of them concerts. Come on now. I know y'all, but you can't miss her. Also, they say in case everybody is telling her that child needs help, she didn't show him because she's avoiding the truth. Chrisean, yeah, that's what it's giving. Yeah, I agree with that. Probably spoiled, dang easy. Well, you know they spoiled. Beyonce's kids are definitely beautiful. Yes. Like, come on. Yeah. And you know, a lot of times, sometimes kids gotta grow into their looks. Okay? Grow into their looks. And look, guess what? At least we know it's his baby. Let's start there though. Okay, because it's a lot of DNA tests that's needing to be had. A lot of DNA needing to be had. At least we know it's his. Okay? And let's be clear, Miss Knowles, Tina Knowles, she looks damn good for her age too. Okay. She definitely looks damn good for her age. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button if you have now already subscribed to Crypto Jeezy. Subscribe to Peach Blanco and also subscribe to Talking with Britt, y'all. She will be going live talking about movies. Okay. They just this past week they did The Wood. I'm not sure what will be going on Monday, what movie, but stay tuned. We will tell you. Also, if you subscribe to her page, she will be putting up what movie they will be talking about a week in advance. Okay, make sure you subscribe to the channel and subscribe to Tailor Made Mail for the food content. And we got also D's gonna be coming with the content as well. These channels will be in the comments. Dan Yeezy, the hottest promoter on YouTube. Shout out to you. She will be posting the links. Make sure you subscribe to the channels. Okay. Okay, because Beyonce sure do get it from her mom. Okay, very classy, very demure. Okay, yes. What's the vibe tonight, y'all? It's Friday. It's Friday. We finally here. It's the weekend. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed y'all Juneteenth, celebrating Black people. You know, and also, I see that Rick Ross has had a street named after him. Okay, or something. Okay. Shout out to him. Apparently, you know, he giving back to his community where he from. They want to honor him. Cause y'all know they ain't gonna do it if you ain't giving back to the community. Okay. He may not have gave back to the man whose name he stole, but he gave back to his community. All right, we getting something right, Rick Ross. Or should I say Ricky Rose? Okay, because you know, let's not forget the reason he changed it. Okay. And I think the real Rick Ross, he might have just gave up on that whole situation. I think no, you know what? He did try to sue him. He tried to sue him, did not work. Okay. Yeah, it didn't. He wasn't able to get anything. But I don't understand, like you respectively, let's talk about it. When Big Meech came out, you was paying all type of homage just because you made one song off his name. What about the motherfucker whose name you whole stole? What about the person whose name you stole? Okay? I'm just saying, Rick Ross. Cause your karma is your baby mama. Cause listen, Tia Kemp ain't gonna get off your ass no time soon. They son grown. I think he didn't he just graduate. He 18, and let me tell you, he on his ass. I do. I was gonna say I do like her. Some of the stuff gets on my nerves. I know she got some new teeth and they look nice, but how she talks, it just irks my nerves, y'all. I'm sorry. Like I know she's sick of her baby with egg, K-Sand or whatever, whatever. But it irks my nerves. Okay. I can't with Tia. She just and I don't even know if that show with on Zeus, if it's still on. What's the show? With her and Black China's mom and Chrisean, I mean and Blueface mom. If it ain't known, I knew it wasn't gonna last. I know it's on Zeus. I don't know if they do any newer episodes, but all them moms is fucked up. Okay, them is a group of hmm. I don't got I ain't got the word for it yet. I ain't gonna prematurely name them, but that is a hell of a show that Zeus put together, and I don't know why they think that is even about to last. Come on now, let's break down these personalities here. You got Tia Kemp mad from some shit 20 years ago and getting clowned off her baby dad from 20 years ago. And now she went viral for you know, talking bad about him, exposing all his so-called secrets and all of that. Then you got Blueface mom, a whole different category of her own. She do a lot. She do a lot on the social media from that bed. She do. From that house. She do. And a lot of things is for clout. A lot of things is for clout, and it's giving her own children don't have necessarily healthy relationships with her. Let's talk about these personalities. Like, a lot of these moms, you would think they have a lot more class in what they do, being that your children are celebrities. That goes to show you could take a hoe out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so yeah, you would think with maturity, I mean, with age comes maturity, but it's not given. It's not given, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all hit that like button. If you have not already hit that like button, it's Friday. What y'all sipping on? Y'all know I got some tequila. Okay. Pour me a glass of wine to follow that, y'all. Relax, unwind. It's Peach Talk, y'all. The panel is open. I'm just up here popping my shit. Talk about stuff that I think I know about and talk about stuff that, just my opinion. Okay? Just my opinion. And excuse me, y'all, sometimes I might get some words mixed up and all type of that's why I call it Peach Talk, y'all. This is how the fuck I talk, okay? Sometimes I can't, always make out what it is, but you can read between the lines. You know what I'm talking about, friends. What's up, MJ? Yeah, it's just the toxicity for me. For Sean, I hope she do it right this time. I don't know. Big Chapo, the church thing is giving a slump for me. I'm not sure if it's gonna work for the public. Yeah, I don't know how long we gonna believe this church thing you got going on, and now she back on the internet. And I think he didn't want her on the internet because he did not want her getting all that attention while he was not out to juice off of it as well. But if he was smart about it, you know what I'm saying? She keeping your name alive. Because let's be clear, Blueface, you don't just have the best track record. You don't just have 1,000 hits. Okay? I don't know. Wack done juiced your head up a lot. Well, Wack juiced his own head up a lot. So, yeah. We definitely know how that goes. But toxicity in relationships. And I don't think that Krishan even knows she's supposed to be loved. Does she even know her worth? Cause it's just not giving that to me. It's not giving that she know her worth. It's not giving that she know, you know what I'm saying, her capabilities. Like she could be in her bag. And taking that time off, I would think that the time that she has taken off of social media, she better have learned something. She better have learned something, y'all, for real. What was you doing? And Clarissa, somebody put in the comments to Chrisean that she need to tell Clarissa, Blueface mom, get a cease and desist. Now, one thing you know that lady ain't gonna do is shut up. She gonna have to be shut it up, okay? She not gonna shut up. She getting too much clout out of it, off of it. You know? Cause if she not talking about them, what's she good for? Y'all, if she not talking about them, what's she good for? Like what do she really have to talk about? Okay? Cause she can't give mom tips. Cause clearly you don't have a good relationship with none of your kids. So I don't want no advice from you. Okay? And then also, she's a jealous soul in itself. Hey Britt, girl, you know the YouTube StreamYard be StreamYard and notifications be notifications. But hey girl, hey, it's definitely giving that she need to shut up. Um Blueface mom, when she's talking, it's only about them. Okay? It's only about them. And a lot of tea that we get be straight from her. On the internet, running her mouth. It's like it's like let's talk about these parents living through their children, y'all. Let's talk about these parents living through their children. Thank you. Yes, Dan Yeezy, y'all. I'm also streaming from Peach Blanco, so you make sure y'all hit that like button on my page as well. Thank you for the reminder, Danielle. And hit that like button. And Britt has come in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Talking with Britt. Britt put in the comments, I just talked about your movie talks. I'm not sure what you're doing next week. Hit in the chat what movie so y'all can in advance make sure y'all check out the movie and check out her live. She goes live on Mondays. So yeah. What's up, Jacker? Hit that like button if you have not already, y'all. The panel is open. I'm just popping my shit. You know, the title, Chrisean back on the internet, y'all. She is giving, she back on her bullshit. She talking about how Blueface, you know, and at this point, we tired of giving her advice. She ain't gonna listen, okay? She not gonna listen. Have y'all ever had that friend that every time they come to you, it's some new bullshit? And it's like, you didn't take the last 20 advice, conversations that I've given you. I bet I don't waste another. I bet I don't waste another. I don't. And you know what? I'm just not talking about that. I'm going to talk about me. Because I done probably had 25,000 conversations about the same toxic situation to the same friend. And shout out to my friends for listening all 25,000 times, okay? I finally done butt my head enough, okay? I finally done butt my head enough. We good now. I get it. But y'all, sometimes it takes a lot of head butting. And I don't know what it's going to take for Chrisean. I really don't. I don't understand what it's going to take for her to really like, girl, she is beautiful. Like, come on. I don't know. Like it, and then clearly y'all see just when she get a little bit of single, y'all see the motherfuckers that's checking for her. But okay, we'll agree to disagree, y'all. But let me say this: a lot of people I feel like are using her for clout. And like Big Chapo said in the comments, that church might be doing the same thing. Okay, they just be using her for clout, and I'm not saying just using her because she using them too. She riding the church thing too. They even had her performing, y'all. She was performing at the church, singing a song, and I'm pretty sure in something that was I think I seen them. She had on a dress, but I can't say it fit, but she definitely had on a dress. Valiant Thor. Okay, so you said you are wrong, beautiful babe. Helping your kid avoid mistakes doesn't mean you're obsessed with your past. It means you learn from it. What statement were you referring to? I'm gonna say Thor because I'm gonna keep messing up the first part. Okay, so you helping your kid avoid mistake doesn't mean you're obsessed with your past. So you feel like Blueface, mom, is is helping him avoid his mistakes? I think you might be talking about Blueface. Let me know. But yeah, I'm open for all conversation. Y'all don't have to agree with me. If you don't, make sure you put it in the comments, y'all. Let's talk about it. Okay? Let's all agree to disagree if that's the case, but let's really talk about it. Thor said, when I cheer the loudest, it's not because I'm reliving the game. It's because I know what you put into it. Okay? So what are you, let me ask you this. Which person are you referring to? And shout out to you. You're very well spoken. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, y'all. Hit that like button if you have not already. Okay? Subscribe to Peach Blanco. Subscribe to Crypto Jeezy. Okay? It's the crypto gang over here. Open conversation, good vibes. Oh, okay, your own child. It's because I'm reliving the game. It's because I know what you put into it. Oh yeah, straight up. Okay. And if we know better, we definitely got to teach our children better. Cause this world out here, like, oh my, I thought it was one way when I was growing up, but what these kids got to look forward to, oh my. A parent who shows up, speaks up, and steps in isn't living through their child. They're just parenting. Speaks up and steps in. Straight up. I agree with that. I like that. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. For sure. And a lot of people can make you feel some type of way for parenting your way. Y'all, you can't listen. A lot of parents don't want you to tell them nothing about their child. And I think as parents, but that doing that is one. Let me say. Let me make it because I really want this to reach who it needs to reach. The number one person who holds their children back is the parents. Okay, and you get your parents that you don't want. Don't say nothing about my baby. Don't say no, no. I understand not saying nothing to my child, however, but teach me as a parent. Okay, I've only been in this 3 years, a parent 3 years, but like I am so open to parenting, uh, parenting advice, like because there's no book to it, and if it is a book, it doesn't mean it's your story. Okay. Thor said, when I say try harder, it's not because I need you to win. It's because I don't want you to quit on yourself. Exactly. Exactly. And I don't never want my daughter to quit on herself. Like, and I commend parents who, you know, um, advocate for their children. Hype them up. Okay. You have to build the confidence that you want to be seen when they walk out that door. It starts at home. You gotta build that shit in home, in the house. It starts from home. Jess said, I'm a parent and coach. I push these kids because I know that they're capable of, for sure. You know, you birthed them. Like not even if you birthed them, you raised them. And just by raising a child, you know what it's hitting for sure. And I've always, and then me being grown now and having my own child, I look back and was like, damn, like parents are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect either. Like, and who's to say that we gonna have a perfect child? So it's all about accountability. I know we talk about a lot of relationships, but let's talk about how we learn a lot about ourselves through we learn a lot about ourselves through our children. Because I know sometimes I look at my daughter and be like, where did she get that from? Where did she get it from? And then I can only look at myself back in the mirror like, really? Is this how I come off? Is this really how I come off? Thor said, this isn't about me trying to live through you. It's about me refusing to let you live beneath your potential. And let's talk about it. Yes, knowing our worth. And it starts at home, ladies and gentlemen, because you get into these relationships, your children watching you go through things, watching you struggle, but you telling them to want better. But they, how about them seeing better? You got to lead by example. Jess said, yep, I heard a long time ago, my mama isn't perfect and neither am I. I'm not afraid to apologize in front of my son and my students. Absolutely, accountability is everything, especially when you come into someone and either you seeking for forgiveness or you seeking clarity or closure of some sort. The accountability aspect is like putting that out there first and foremost. That leads the whole conversation. It does. Thor said, I'm not assigning you my unfinished story. I'm giving you every tool so you can write your own. Thor, you need to write you a book of quotes. Let's talk about that. You need a book of quotes, okay? Yes, thank you, Thor. I appreciate you liking and subscribing to the channel. I also appreciate your commentary. Yes. Welcome to the channel. He gonna bless us with all of those. I don't know if a man or woman, but either or, you blessed us with all of those, you know, valid statements and then hit the deuces on us. But we appreciate you. Yeah, it ain't no book to motherhood. It's not no book to fatherhood either. But to each his own. Okay. And when I look at these children, your children, let's not forget your children are a reflection of you. So yeah, like Britt be saying, you better posture up. They are, your children are a reflection of your parenting. That means that they can embarrass you. And they don't be giving two flying fucks. So guess what? I'm here to make you. As far as my daughter, I'm gonna make you embarrass me. I'm gonna make sure you feel it. I'm gonna make sure you feel it. Okay? But y'all, let's get back to the topic about Chrisean, toxicity, relationships. You know, how long was your most toxic relationship, chat? How long? How long did you stay in a toxic relationship? How long did it take you to push away from that table and be like, you know what? I can't do it no more. This ain't me. You know, I want more. I deserve more. How long did it take you? I want to say it took me for one relationship to 6 years. Took me 6 years. Okay, they definitely will humble you fast. Definitely will humble you fast. Yeah, it took me 6 years. No, Jess, wait a minute. You kind of in one now. So, what category does this fall in? Is it a complicated situation? Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Okay, then Yeezy said it took her 5 years. Okay. And what was the smoking gun, Dan Yeezy? Like, what made you, since Jess still in it? We can't listen. We him a narcissist. And well, usually someone is the narcissist in the situation when it's toxicity involved. Usually, if not one, the other. What is he trying to make it work, Jess? We're gonna start there. You trying to make it work. Is he trying to make it work? And that's what a lot of people don't realize. In relationships, it gotta be two people willing to work on. You know, sometimes you know, I've always been the one where people be like, you know, when I was in a long term relationship, you know, it was the breaks. I don't do the breaks. The breaks is just an excuse for you to go and do what the fuck you want to do and cheat and whatever. I don't do the breaks. Get the fuck on. Okay. If we got a break on it, then we don't need to even be. No, I want you to go through it with me. Okay. We in this together. Okay. Go through it with me. The only way out is through. Okay. The baby, that's what was it. What baby, they easy? Okay, you're trying to make so Jess said he hasn't changed it at all. He always told me he's the smartest, great. Oh, Jess, you have a narcissist on your hands who does no wrong. And please tell me what his sign is. So, Jess, how are you working for something that he's not even trying to meet you halfway? Like he's basically is given that he's the type of person that's gonna tell you something wrong with you and you need to make it better. Oh, uh-oh. Jess, maybe I shouldn't have asked that. Wait a minute. I think I walked into this. Jess, did you mean to say a Pisces? He got a chick pregnant that was it for me. Oh yeah. Fuck out of here, Danielle. Fuck out of here. But you know what? It's a lot of women that do stay through that. But that's I'm gonna be honest with you. It's happened to me. Um, and I stayed 10 minutes because I was so heartbroken that I knew that I went, you know what I mean? I don't want to drag you through this, your child through this, because I know at this point you so yeah. It just wasn't for me. I stayed 10 minutes after that. So yeah. Yes. No, no, for real, Britt. It was literally 10 minutes because I'm used to when I was with him, he only had one child, and built not kind of, I built a relationship with her mom, her family, and now you add another, like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I hadn't even had kids yet, and it was just too much on my plate. I was too young, Britt. I was like, you know what, 10 minutes and I'm out, okay? Right, Dan Easy, you couldn't trust him. You couldn't trust him. Do y'all think people can come back from that? I've seen, I have a friend, she came back from that and he went on to have two more children on her. So, but hey, they're still together, you know? So it's really in my opinion, to each his own. It depends on the type of relationship, the type of bond that you have with that person. You know what I mean? And then you gotta understand that you gotta really understand the person for who they are, you know? Let's really talk about it. I'm not down to no woman that stick through it or go back to it. But don't go back to it and be bad about the same shit. You know what I mean? You better come back in that bitch with a new attitude. Okay? You better come back in. If you want it to work, come back in there with a new attitude. Okay? You come back in there with the same attitude that you had before, you for sure gonna get your feelings hurt immediately. Okay? Because a lot of the change only happens temporarily, and that's to get back in the door. Once they got you back, it's like, they know what it takes to get you back, So, hey, y'all hear the fellas up here, they tell us all the time, hey, Chanel, welcome to the chat. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You already know how they do. They tell us all the time, y'all cheat on me. Oh, we leaving you. And we gonna be a whole bunch of hoes, okay? But they cheat on us with 10 bitches, and we should have left them. And since we didn't, we just have to deal with it. I'm not gonna get too much into it because the next thing I know, the fellas, thank you for subscribing to the channel, Chanel. I just got that notification. We're not even going, but hey, I don't know. In so many words, a lot of men, let's talk about it, ladies, they be giving us the game and we don't listen. We don't listen. They give us the game. We just don't listen. Because I'm going to shout out to Crypto Jeezy. It's because of how we're programmed. And Britt says staying too long can have the worst consequences. And that is so true. Staying too long. And other kind of consequences have, you end up turning into the people who hurt you. I remember one relationship I was so hurt and so like traumatized from the events that happened, that I ended up turning into the individual that hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they were. You know what? I'm gonna go back into I'm about to be this. You know what I'm saying? I bet you the next motherfucker won't hurt me. And you end up turning into your abusers. And that's because you stayed too long, Britt. Jess said, once I say I'm going out with my girls, my phone gets blown up. They hate it when we do it to them. Hate it. They don't like it. Yes, Jess, we lose who we are. And that's a lot of things, that a lot of women, and I'm not even gonna say just women, because I've watched my homeboys do the same thing, lose themselves within women. They alter themselves to accommodate a certain woman, and a lot of times they can't keep up with the facade. You gotta be able to keep up with it. Okay? You gotta be able to keep up with it. If I'm gonna do a sound check. Danielle, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Danielle? Make sure y'all put something in the comments. Let me know y'all can hear me. I'm doing a sound check. Y'all know how to stream yard be stream yard, and then my internet be interneting. Okay, so Danielle, drop something in the chat to let me know y'all can hear me. Okay, thank you. Yes. Um, but yeah, so y'all, it's Friday. I have tequila. Please let me know what you're sipping on. Okay, roll that shit up. You know, pass the blunt if you got somebody with you, and sip some wine. It's time to unwind, y'all. It's peach talk. I'm just on here popping my shit. We're talking about Chrisean being back on the internet. We talking about relationships. We talk about toxicity. We talking about narcissists. Okay, and how Jess is currently in a situation. It's given she is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I don't know, Jess. It's given that you like it. You know, you like it. Cause I think I would be annoyed soon as I go out, you blowing up my phone. Like, come on, now, I'm not going out with that friend that got a nigga like that. Cause god damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. When it's time to go out, ladies, we like to get a text or something just so feel like, even if they ain't, just say something, babe. Like, hey, what you doing? What y'all doing? Tell me something. You just, but I get it, a lot of times, uh, who you going home to at night. You don't worry about them texts, you just waiting on that, that pull-up game. But I don't know. I would get tired of that. I would get tired of that. Britt said, worst situation I ever had was with a master narcissist and a manipulator. And they know how to manipulate, okay? Especially when they think they got you. Once you fall for them, once you fall in love, because you should have seen the signs, friend. You should have seen the signs prior to you letting that ball drop, okay? You should have seen the signs. Now, I ain't gonna say it's your fault, but I'm definitely gonna say that you played a major part, okay? Because once your feelings are in, what's up, Two Wheels? Once your feelings are
What's
involved,
up, Peachy?
hey, once your feelings are involved, it's over with, okay? It's over with. You, one thing's for sure, a woman who in love with a narcissist, once when they in love, you can't tell them nothing about that narcissist, okay? You can't tell them nothing. I've watched somebody, the man try to fight their whole family, and that's their man, and they gonna stick beside them. Now, I'm not saying that happens in all situations, but you, with a narcissist, there is no limits. There's no limits. They're trying to completely control you and manipulate your mind, okay? To think and act
every way that accommodates them. Okay? What's up, Mel?
Oh,
Yeah,
somehow this turned into a male bashing contest, huh?
did it? I didn't think that it did. We were all having good conversation. Uh, Jody, show your face backstage.
What up, Rick? What up,
Jody, I
Daniel?
see you, but turn on the
What
light.
up, Jess?
I didn't think that it really turned into a yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, Jess. I ain't falling for it. They tried it, not tonight. On here. I don't feel like it turned into a male bash. We really just were
And
discussing.
Yeezy. I was listening. I've been here.
Okay.
My comprehension skills are pretty good. What up, Jeezy? Yeah, she tried it tonight. She like doing that though.
No. Would you like to discuss the narcissist
You leave up here for a
behavior?
little while by herself, and she start acting a fool.
A little while.
True.
It's almost been an hour. I've been
That's
popping my
you know what
shit,
that
y'all.
means? It's a little too long then.
Oh
See,
Lord.
see, the problem
But you
is
know what?
y'all are more
Like,
narcissistic. Y'all are more narcissistic than men. Y'all want to control men. Y'all can't control y'all kids.
but some of y'all can't control y'all kids either, so we can't do that.
That's a
Okay.
lie. That's a lie.
Well,
That's a lie.
no, it's not. So you mean to tell me a lot of, especially the girls, especially men and girls, the girls have the fathers wrapped around their fingers. So you can't say that.
Man, look, let me tell you something. Melly can put me on her whole hand. That don't mean she won't get a little head tap.
I know you and Crypto G
so,
need to be the last talk.
so you know what
Y'all
I'm
daughters
saying?
got y'all wrapped.
Being wrapped and still being able to parent that child and letting that child understand who's the authority figure is two different things. So I'm gonna leave this off the air now. I ain't gonna be messy. But somebody lives with a CEO and they not the CEO.
You know what?
What?
Parenthood. We touched on that as well. Um, we touched on that as well. Jess, is given that you need this talk too. Okay, it's given we might be the same type of parents. Okay,
Just said she can't
however,
relate. Just said she cannot relate.
no, no.
Just got off that ride with you a long time ago.
I don't know because Jess is still with a narcissist. So Jess, I don't know. You got to pick you a battle because you still with a narcissist. Okay. Britt said Facts Mail and Jeezy daughters got them wrapped
Britt, chill out,
around their
Britt.
finger.
Chill out, Britt. You
Wrapped.
Britt, you living
Okay.
over there in thug passion. Go ahead now. Y'all don't want this smoke.
For real. But you know what? So
Britt live with her kids. Her kids don't live with her. So we not gonna talk about that.
you know what? That Jeezy said the crypto babies, not the crypto babies. Oh Lord, we got a daycare of them. No, we got a football team of them actually. Um, what's up, Jack? I know you were still in here. You ain't said nothing.
Yes. Britt got West Coast gangsters in her house. We ain't like
Thug
shit.
passion.
Britt got Tupac, Nate Dogg, and Warren G at the house.
I don't know which one of the ones I hear,
You
but
got Bone Thug and Harmony at your house, Peach.
you know what?
they from
So
they from that Ohio area too,
yeah,
man.
that's what I'm trying to say too. Is you see where I'm going with this, huh?
They from right up the road, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I know. I'm telling you.
LJ, man, Jacker not gonna do nothing but be down there and laugh and drink his what was it? What's them drinks called? Men what's them
Modelo's.
Modelo's and drink his Modelo's. I know you ain't calling for Jacker for help, Jess. You gonna drown. Okay. What you got over there, Mel?
Even
Something you chewing on.
crackers, cracking.
Mandolo. I don't think that's what it's called.
That would
I
that,
don't
that,
think
that would he be that would he be calling it. That is what he be
uh,
calling it. Jack be calling them Modelo's.
but
Yeah.
so So narcissists, you think there's more male narcissists than female narcissists?
I think it's more female. I mean, the reason why you have to remember this, y'all, most women lack accountability, so they're not gonna take accountability for being narcissistic anyways. So they like
So
they're not anyways. You have women gaslight most situations than men do.
really,
Yes, a woman would be crying, looking in your face, still crying and lying.
you don't a man won't do the same?
Nope, because we ain't gonna be crying.
Ha ha ha! I don't know about that. I don't know. Now listen, it's men that will go through the measures to. So I can't just say that they ain't gonna be crying. They might do something else. A woman created the word.
Yep, there you go, Jack.
A woman created the word narcissist.
It's like I feel like a woman created the word side piece. You know, a man don't call a woman no side piece; they call her the other woman. But all of a sudden, somebody couldn't hold on to their man and had to degrade another woman because she couldn't do her job. Hmm.
But see, I don't like it's the accountability of blaming it on the you cheated because you wanted to cheat. You can't
Nah,
always
he ain't
blame it
cheat because
on
he
the.
wanted to cheat. He ain't cheat because he wanted to cheat. He cheated because she was doing her job. He was
Oh, okay.
forced.
So that's every time because I've
He
seen
was
situations
forced.
a woman done everything they possibly can, and the man
See,
still
that's the
go.
thing though. Her personality might be bad. It's something that you missing. You thinking you seeing. You can never see a whole situation when you're on the outside trying to look in. That's like window shopping. It's like liking the dress and not going back.
But it's so if a woman cheats, you saying the man made him cheat?
Yeah, that he did something. I completely agree with that. He did something. It's something he didn't do. Something he didn't do to fulfill whatever she needed. Then that it happened. And as a man, you have to be able to face that too. You have to be able to look at yourself and say, "Shit, I ain't do my job." It's like dating a woman and never taking out. You're not courting her properly. All she need to do, all another man need is that opportunity, that chance. If he start talking, she start smiling, they exchange numbers. He about to give her everything that man not giving at home, which is most likely gonna be some attention. And
Yep.
then there you go. And there you go. That shoulder to cry on was a dick to ride. Hey, that's on him.
Ooh, y'all hear that? A shoulder to cry on is a dick to ride.
That's why most men don't want their girls having no male friends.
So what about the males having female friends? Because it will go both ways. It can't just be one way. What about the
That
toxic?
depend that depends on the friend. That depends on why that person met that person. Because relationships and friendships can shift. Some people can come to something and understand that the friendship is better off friends. So if you better off friends, that's what you roll with.
So it can't go the same way for the female.
I didn't say it can't. I said, but when you find out, if you find out y'all better off friends, y'all are better off friends. Like me, I wouldn't put myself in a situation like that if I know that I'm gonna go ahead and have that friendship at a distance. I'm gonna keep it at a distance. We not hanging out, we not doing none of that. Because you know what happened when two adults get together by themselves. A woman can never look at me and say, "Oh, I was with him by myself and we ain't do nothing." Shit, if y'all ain't do nothing, something wrong with him.
Mm.
Because no woman should ever put herself in a situation with a man where they're alone and it's just the two of them and she not willing to fuck him. Most women won't put themselves in that situation.
Jacker said, "What about toxic lady that got deleted on live, Peachy?" I kind of heard about that with the Facebook, right? And they ended up deleting it. They got into it on live. He threatened to unalive her or something. B said, "My man don't take me out, and when he wants to go out, I'm not ready." So why don't y'all had ever had conversations prior to B and like planning like these dates, working around y'all schedule, or do we just pop in and say, "Hey, but then also you got to take in consideration this. Sometimes they like to be spontaneous. Sometimes they want you to be excited and come and be like, just put your clothes on, get ready. You know,
I feel like
have
this.
you
If you're in a relationship, what we talking about? If I tell you let's go out, no plan is bigger than my plan for us. Just like and vice versa. If you telling me let's do something, shit, everything else gonna have to be on hold. You always my first plan. That's how it's supposed to be.
together for 8 years, he pops up. Wait a minute, B. He pops. Y'all live together, and he pops up randomly.
It's not giving a live together, Peach. She said together for 8 years, he pops up randomly. So is he popping up because y'all don't live together? I don't. Yeah, see, I don't know how y'all making that work.
Can you hear me, Mel?
I can hear you. I don't know how they making that one work. They don't live together. They've
Can
been
y'all hear
together for eight
me?
years. We can hear you. They've been together for 8 years. They don't live together. How y'all making that work and y'all don't date? Shit, I'm a man. He dating somebody. I tell you that now. somebody getting dated.
Can you hear me, Mel?
Yeah, I can
Oh,
hear you.
okay, I'm back, y'all. So y'all live separately. He supports me financially. Jacker said, "I'm gonna leave your ass at home if
Say,
I'm
oh,
paying and asking you to come and have a good." No, straight up though. No kids. Okay, no kids involved. I don't know, B. It's given he got a whole nother life going on. Cause it's the
this,
randomly for me. I don't know. We you know what, friend? We can figure this thing out together. Keep coming. Okay. Because every time we go live, we don't mean for it to be the man or female bash, but I'm telling you, just come with your pen and notebook. Take notes. A lot of the fellas be giving us the game. And a lot of females, such as myself, we trying to give y'all a female's perspective, fellas. Help us together. Okay, because the man is not always right and the female is not always right.
we right most
Jess,
of the time.
Jess, because Jess got a narcissist on her hand, and
We right
he
most of the
said,
time.
Jess, listen, see how I told you we're the same kind of parents? I don't know, because listen to the shit that we be going through, okay? They always right. And guess what his sign is, Mel?
Pisces, I heard it.
Mm,
I told
mm.
you I don't like Pisces men. They something the fuck else.
Really?
Yeah,
What's the difference between a Pisces man and a Pisces woman?
it ain't much different. One just got a dick.
All right, with that said, you know what?
Will, she asked, huh?
You know what?
She
Make
asked.
sure y'all subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Crypto Jesus, subscribe to Peach Blanco, y'all. We will be having the Crypto Lounge on Sunday. Okay? Sunday. So make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all subscribe to Taylor Made Mail for all. He's such a foodie, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to him for the content about the food and the seafood boils. Make sure y'all also subscribe to Talking with Britt. She will let us know what movie is up next. And also the up and coming channel, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to her as well. And don't forget Peach Blanco. Subscribe to me. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you have not already. Hit the like button on the way out. It's been a vibe. I hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend and enjoy the rest of y'all Friday. Bye. Crypto Jeezy.
There you go.
Man, see money checking in, man. Crypto G's all the way from Chirac, man. That's my man from New Orleans. Shout out Crypto G's.
Man, you know Tay Savage, man. You know we fucking with Crypto G, man. You know that.
Hey, what up, man? The Ugly Up Alive, man. Shout out Crypto Jeezy, man.
Shout out to Crypto Jeezy, Fangoon Business. And Fangoon Muhammad is my YouTube channel. Log in, subscribe, and deal with it.